Welcome to Drawing Contour Lines. We're going to go over some aspects of Lab 1. So we're going to start with a few examples. This first example has 8 elevation points, and you notice they are all at either elevation 95, 100, or 105. So let's take a look and think about how we might make this into a contour map by connecting lines of equal elevation. So here's what we might do. We might think about connecting the 100, whatever these are, meters or feet, and then looking at connecting up the 95s and connecting up the 105s. This would be great if things worked like this in all maps, but unfortunately not all elevations work the same way here. If we're realistic, we have left out the 100s. That's what we want to get to, but we're going to use what we know about the 95 elevations and the 105 elevations. So notice I'm going about halfway in between because that's where 100 would be, so I kind of got a place marker in there. So I'm going to go to the next area where I think that line would probably go to, and again, halfway in between 105 and 95 would be 100, and I can extend my line knowing it's going to go off somewhere in that area. All right, if we've got this, let's take it a step slightly more complicated. Notice we are still going to make a 100, whatever our units are, line, but now we've got only one point that's 100, and we've got a bunch of others that are near 100, but we need to figure out where to put that 100 line in here. So we're going to start at 100, and we want to be thinking about where we can go. So I'm kind of drawing a line here where I think it might go, somewhere between 103 and 97. So this is going to be my general strategy as I work my way through this activity. I'm going to try to figure out where I can draw my 100 line, and basically I'm going to go to any 2 points next to where I'm at and try to see, would that 100 line go through there? That is, are values on one side higher than 100 and values on the other side lower than 100. All right, so am I going to get here between 95 and 109? Got it. Now, where am I going to go from here? So let's see. Maybe this line is going to go between 99 and 109. That works. And then between 91 and 115, that works. So I may have had some false starts here if I tried to go anywhere else, but hopefully it makes sense that we have all the points on one side being higher than 100 and all the points on the other side being lower than 100. So that's the general strategy to try to use. So let's try another example, and this is from your pre-lab. So I'm using the same strategy. I want to make a 500-foot contour line, and I'm kind of going between. Every time I see there's a chance I can go between 2 points, and I'm always choosing so that my line goes so that one side of the line is greater than 500 and the other side is less than 500. And I got to make sure that all the lower than 500s are sort of circled. I've got another example for you, and the way this is going to work is we want to make a 10-foot contour line and a 20-foot contour line. So same basic idea, we want to sort of do the connect the dots, but also we need to interpolate, that is go in between points. So I'm kind of locating first here all the 10s. Going around the map, I'm probably not getting all of them, but I'm getting most of them. Okay, I think I got them all now. Now I want to connect these up, and I want to follow that same strategy of making sure that all the points on one side are below 10 and all the points on the other side of my line are going to be above 10. And so this is going to end up being kind of like a ring like the one before, but we also need to think about how this is going to work with the 20 line. All right, good. I'm going to start connecting my dots here. Always navigating in between so that all the points on one side are greater than 10, and those are going to be sort of in the middle of the picture, and everything below 10 is sort of on the outside of my ring. Okay, so I've got a contour line for 10 feet. Now I'm going to do the same thing for 20. So I'm going to start by identifying all the 20-foot lines where it's exactly, or the 20-foot points where it's exactly at 20. And then we're going to have to do a little more interpolation here. So I'm going to have to go in between things that aren't labeled. So I can connect up my 20s And now I'm going to kind of try to navigate around. Notice everything towards the inside. Uh-oh, did I make a mistake? Looks like I did. I have a 15 that's inside the line. So I'm going to have to erase that and come back and do that part over again. All right, so I made one mistake here. So I better erase that part and fix it. Okay, so now let's try this again. I want the 15 to be on the outside part, not the inside part with all the numbers that are greater than 20. All right, so I think I finally got it this time. Okay, so don't be afraid to make mistakes. It happens. Just fix them and move on.